Lancelot D'Cunha, Sarvendra Srivastava and Sanjeev Bhasin are with us to take us through some of those important factors that are guiding markets right now. Lancelot, if I could come back to you, you've obviously spoken about levels you expect a year from now. 9,500 levels is what you're talking about. But let's take us through some of the sectors you're particularly bullish on, sectors that you'll clearly like to avoid.
Well, I would like to, be bullish on sectors like IT. I think engineering services companies, pharmaceuticals, and probably the non-banking financing companies as well as private sector banks. I think these sectors would be the ones that will drive the outperformance going forward. Especially because if you look at each of these sectors, they are likely to benefit significantly from the investment cycle growth that we can expect. Because India is an investment-driven economy, so whenever there's large investments being made either in infrastructure or in capital goods, we'll start seeing the growth increase and that could drive corporate earnings going forward in these sectors. I think pharmaceuticals and IT are more a play on even the global markets, which has been fairly solid for these sectors in the past and will continue to grow. Both in the US, Europe, we've seen very good results from the pharma companies, and with the kind of filings they have in place, we will see better performance coming in from pharmaceuticals going forward. So I think these sectors are something which we can look at investing, and as and when there are declines in the market, maybe due to the foreign investment outlook, we could see a movement of money from India, and that would give an opportunity to buy.
All right, sectors that you'd like to avoid?
Well, I think at the moment real estate seems to be a sector which I would like to avoid, and some of the commodities cycles, because I think commodities are likely to remain weak given soft global growth conditions. Commodity prices are mainly globally determined, and that would keep commodity prices down, and hence I would avoid those kind of sectors.
Okay, Sarvendra Srivastava, if I could come to you on any word of caution, because here you've got Lancelot telling us that we could see an upside clearly in the next 1 year. There are a lot of positive hopes on what the government will do. We've got overall conditions improving globally. But any downsides that could really pull the markets down over the next 1 year?
No, absolutely. I think 12 months, the first 3 months could be those of a correction. That's my take right now. 12 months plus, I think also Nifty will be higher from wherever it is right now. But the first 3 months of the next coming 12 months probably could give you that correction. See, even year cycles is something that I cannot ignore. Right from 1984 onwards, barring 88, which was a bear market low, all those even years, 84, 86, 1992, 94, 96, 2000 and 2002, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All these even years have on average given you a medium to longer term top where the markets have corrected by more than 20%. So this year being an even year, we still did not have anything which is from the top corrected 15-20%. So that risk remains. I am very clear that risk remains. So what is the level of correction
you're talking about over the next 3 months before we start seeing the gains again?
Yeah, 15 to 20% is what I am saying, and out of which probably we have done 4-5%. So 7,000 odd, which would give you another 10%, is what could be the likely case if the correction sets in.
Sanjeev, would you agree with that analysis?
Yeah, so if there can be some global, calamity type event, then you could not rule out 7,000. But
no,
I think
he's not talking about a global calamity. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sarvendra. You're anyways talking about a correction given present conditions. You're not saying a calamity is happening, right?
No, calamity means I think the global markets are very precariously poised. The Dow Jones, the MSCI World, the European markets, they are precariously poised. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
And
so the uncertainty in the global markets playing out on India, India not being decoupled, those fears, because we did see the Indian markets reflecting some of those concerns in some of the sessions last week as well. But then we saw the upside coming quickly and the markets gathering steam once again. So is there uncertainty on the decoupling part at all, Sarvendra?
No, for me there's no uncertainty in the decoupling part. We cannot decouple with the more and more we are getting integrated with the world markets. The decoupling thing is just a myth. So we can't decouple, but yes, in time we can definitely differ. So if I can give you an example, Dow topped out in around October, November itself in 2007, but our markets kept on rallying for the next 2-3 months. So probably this could be one case where the US and the European markets have topped out. First markets to top out was Europe, and after Europe, 15,
Sarvendra,
20
very
days
quickly,
down the line,
I'm
US
running out
topped
of time. I have to end by actually asking you and extending our little in-house contest we've done on the Nifty levels during Mahura trading. And I know it's hard to stick your neck out on those numbers, but this is just a fun contest. Do participate in it. Give us a number for tomorrow.
8,000. I think 8,000 should be where you should be more or less around those numbers.
So around the levels we're seeing today. Sanjeev, you're the bull.
Sweta, first let me tell you, 2 weeks back we had this contest with Prashant, and he said that he was of the opinion a couple of brokers had put out 7,200, and I stuck my neck out and said 8,000 on Diwali. So I'm celebrating Diwali today, by the way, and tomorrow maybe. So I have already reached my target. However, if you want a number,
the bull in you should make sure that you're even more bullish for tomorrow.
No, so it's a token day, but my bullishness came from today's top pick. I recommended at 11:30 yesterday at 142, 143 Jindal Steel for a 2-week target of 165. By the way, it's hit it today. So
if you are Sanjeev is again talking about his picks and how well they've done. Lancelot, last word from you. I know you don't like to talk, but this, as I said, is really a fun contest. A number.
I think 8015 would be a good number to go with. So we could be maybe another 15 points, 16 points. 8015 is my number.
Okay, Sanjeev, you haven't given us that exact number. Are you sticking to the 8,000?
Yes, 8,000 flat for me.
Okay, 8,004. So we've got for once Sanjeev and Sarvendra agreeing with each other. Okay, and 8,015 is what Lancelot puts it at. Of course, we'll have to. We will be, of course. We'll be, of course, there to track all that trading, that very special Mahura trading that will take place tomorrow. Prashant Nair, Hina Gambhir, Anisha, all of them will be there to take you through that very, very important day of Mahura trading.